I'm Leanne Harris, CEO for Keller Williams Portland Central, and today on Getting to Know Your Realtor, we have Wesley Johnson. Hi, Wesley. How are you today?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. So we had an opportunity to talk about the explosive growth of your business. You had, a crazy surgery, which happens to people every once in a while, but you had this thought in your mind, oh my gosh, I'm not sure, is real estate going to stop for me? But what we know now is the pandemic absolutely went crazy in real estate. We have less than a month of inventory and you've gone absolutely bonkers in your business. So tell us your journey. What's going on in real estate with you?
Well, like you said, I had a major surgery and then COVID hit, like literally after I got out the hospital. COVID hit 2-3 days later when they started shutting things down. So I thought I was a goner. I thought real estate was done for the year. But I was blessed. I put enough out there to where some business came and it carried me through up till now. And then, of course, I got some help from my good people like KW Cares.
Aww. I love our company for that. We gotta take care of our people.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, IT was telling me, like Kai was telling me, like, yeah, and this is what it does, and who can help? And I was like, what? It does, that's what that is? So it was a blessing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, business has been good. I've been blessed. I wish I would have got into real estate a long time ago. But I mean, I've been blessed, and what I've learned is always staying open or keeping open to learning, and never think you're at that level to where you don't have to learn and evolve. So I think that's what's carried me through.
You even learned some lessons on your personal purchases this year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I learned some lessons. Probably one of my worst deals. My own deal was probably one of the worst deals.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like the old tale, the shoemaker's kids never have shoes. It's like the realtor's deals always go the worst,
Yeah.
So you made some purchases. You're an investor yourself, which is, I think is so critical for the public to know about that and for your database to know about that. And the people that buy and sell homes with you is it's not just that you own your own primary home, but you really are a student of the real estate industry and you actually are an investor. Do you have other investor clients or?
I do have a few investor clients. My goal is to become an investor. I've made some investments. So my goal is to have, 10 doors plus in the next 3 to 5 years. That's the goal. So I wouldn't call myself an investor yet. I bought a investment property and I'm planning on building from there. But just planning, just not planning for my business, but planning for the future and building wealth. So yeah. Once I got a hold of that information and people was kind of tutoring me on that, including you, I was seeing how you was moving. I was like, oh, okay, I'm with that. And so, that's basically what it is.
Can we sell some of those shoes behind you?
No, those are some collectors in there. I don't wear most of them. I like wear the same shoes mostly every day. I wear the Jordans the other day, but
All right, well, good. See, now we just have to be ourselves too. And I know before this, you were talking about, well, I think I'm going to get my suits out and I'm going to do this. I'm like, you got some pretty good sneakers in the back. I'm like, dude, be you. I think people like that. So tell us 3 nuggets people can walk away with. If they do real estate with you, what do they need to know?
If they do real estate with me?
Yeah.
I'm about my client. I'm just gonna go balls out for my clients, no matter what. I've gotten in trouble for that in the past. That's how I ended up over. But I'm just going hard for my clients. I'm just, customer service. I'm trying to go 5-star all the way. Because I just don't want, to do business with you once. I want to do business with you and your family and everything. And that's been working out pretty well because, I come from entertainment world where, just by nature, trying to be an entertainer, or actor, or comedian, whatever, you just love people. So I think that's translated into real estate. And I genuinely love people. So, I think that's helped me carry through my career here.
Yeah, for sure. I do see that. I know your loyalty and your fierceness with your customers and how much you protect them. And what I love and my most favorite part about following you as a realtor is that you show up to the closing table. You hand keys to your clients, which is kind of old school. I mean, a lot of times people are like, oh, I'll have the keys shipped over to the house, or it's, it's the Rona. So people are like, well, I'll get you your keys, but
Yeah.
you're there, you go to the closing table, you take the picture with the clients, you get them their keys. And I just feel like that's really a red carpet service that's not always offered with every realtor out there. And I really like that part.
Yeah, I try to do that as much as I can. I do it probably with a good 95% of my clients. It just feels special. And not only that is, on the back end of it, you're leaving them with some things they can remember you by. Like I have these cutting boards that has my name and everything. They're always super excited about it, and they'll never forget me, because every time they're cutting some salads or some whatever they're cutting, they're gonna see my name. So
That's cool. I like it. I still have my knives from a realtor.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a knife from I don't even know how many years ago, and it still has their name etched on it, and I use it every day. I love it.
Oh yeah, they feel special. I mean, I've gone and visited, done some drive-bys, and they've literally, because I sent out cards through I sent out postcards through send out cards, and I've seen people literally with cards I've sent them a year ago on their like bookshelves and mantles,
Oh, very cool.
and then some of my baskets, I give them baskets as well. They're still unwrapped on the table, like from a year ago, and it's kind of scary. I'm like, oh, but they really do cherish those items, and I love it. Making people
Really
feel
cool.
good. So
I love that. Okay, if you were to write a book, what would it be about?
Well,
I mean, you come from a family of authors. Your brother has an amazing book, which I do follow him on social media now. I've been able to read your brother's book, which you gave me. Thank you. And so you come from a family of authors. You have been in the entertainment business. What would it be about?
It'd probably be similar to my brother's first book, just a loose biopic on my life, hopefully to inspire somebody. We have a lot of tragedies in our community, and a lot of people know me in the Portland area. So I think it'd be some type of motivational biopic on my life, where I am now and where I started. Something to inspire. That's what I would do.
I love that. I love that. I'm gonna go to a place where we didn't talk about this beforehand, but I think that it's important to talk about, especially in the Portland market, because people really want to know, how are my people in my community affected? And one of the things that we talk about here at KW a lot is Black Lives Matter is such a huge topic, and we have a zero tolerance policy in our company. Right. What has happened with your business through Black Lives Matter? Anything changed?
Some weird stuff happened. As a matter of fact, two of the deals that I received was through a web, a platform called blackrealtors.com. I hooked up this guy. I believe he was lived in New York, and he has his web page, and people go through there and try to find real estate agents. And to my surprise, both were Caucasian people. And so you found a lot of people out there trying to do their part by giving business to African Americans, which I found very touching. And they both were very pleasant people. One couple was a can I say lesbian? Yeah, lesbian couple with a black son. And every step of the way, they were like, "Oh, so do you have a black lender? Do you have a black escrow agent? Do you have a black?" I'm like, "Wow, okay, I'm not even into it that much." But it was very touching.
Not much.
And then another couple, she's actually a nurse, and her husband lived in Seattle, and they wanted everything to be black. So it was kind of touching because when you're on this side of it, you don't know what other people are thinking. So it completely caught me by surprise, and you can't put everybody in the same box. Everybody's human. You got to treat each individual as humans and go from there. I mean, because it's people going harder than me. I haven't been out and did any type of picketing or anything once. Mainly because I have a bad hip and couldn't run from the police.
But. I mean, I'm gonna come over and hang out at your house. We can just have cocktails and watch.
Oh yeah. So
All right. Well, thanks for sharing that with us. I think that it's important to continue keeping it front and center and talking about that stuff. So I appreciate that part. Any nuggets that you want to leave for your clients? Why do people need to work with Wesley Johnson before we finish up today?
Well, because I'm gonna work hard for you. I'm gonna arm you with all the information you will need and some information you don't need. And I'm gonna get you the best deal or sell your home the quickest and at the best price you can possibly get.
I love that. That is awesome. All right. Thanks for joining us today on Getting to Know Your Realtor. This episode was brought to you by Lifeline for Hope. Be sure to catch us on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Stitcher, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks so much again for joining us today. Have a great day.